This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video heading towards the UK Classics. It's the Thursday, you could say it's Oaks Eve, really. The UK Oaks takes place at 4:30 tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at another contender, hopefully, that's due to take its place before the start of the race. Where can people find these horses before we crack on? Classicwatch24.great/site.net is the name of the site. I'll give you a quick scroll down so you can see the site. There's a few tabs there that tell you where the horses are based. Just click on them and it will take you to the list of the horses. There's also a quick roll of honour, which is due an update, it's fair to say. But that's the site. Right, the horse in question is the Rafe Beckett trained Forest Fairy, owned by GC Middleton and VEC Taylor. You see it's sired by Waldgeist. That's the stallion's first 3-year-old crop. And the dam is Bahama Girl, who herself was sired by Lope de Vega. People will take a look at the form now. You'll see it's only raced twice. Raced over 1 mile, 4 furlongs already in its career in February 2024 when it got off the mark, winning by 6 lengths, running to a mark of 82. And then it won the listed Chester Vase in the middle of May by a head, improving by 14, running to a mark of 96. Still below 100 after only 2 starts. So we've got fillies running round in the early 100 teens, I should imagine. Minimum, it will take that to win this race, I should imagine. So the horse has got a little bit of improvement to find, but this is a horse I do like, I must admit. You know, when I saw the pedigree of it, I thought, right, we'll have to chance this one. We'll take a quick look at that now. Forest Fairy, 14B is the dam line of Forest Fairy. I'll highlight that now so people can see which one it is. The drop-down menu automatically goes over the top of it. Fantastic. You can't write this stuff, really. But that's where it is. There it is there. Look, 14B. Sired by Waldgeist out of a dam called Bahama Girl. There you see. We're going to take a look at the first 4 dams, I think. Because then that's really where I've based the way I like this horse on. Bahama Girl, the dam, foaled in 2016, sired by Lope de Vega, as we've already said. She was actually unraced. The second dam of the horse, Bahama Bay, managed to win once out of her 2 starts, winning €25,000 in France. She herself was sired by Dan Silly, out of a legendary German race mare, Borgia. Bahama Bay was 4th in the Group 3 Prix de Royaumont on what would probably have been her second start. You'll see there that we're at Bermuda Reef is worth mentioning, I think, at this stage. Bermuda Reef is also out of Borgia. This horse managed to win 3 of his 14 starts, in the first 3 in 7 of his 14 for €65,000. You'll see there is a German Group 3 and listed winner, Bermuda Reef, gelding by Oasis Dream. That horse is also out of Borgia. We'll go on to Borgia herself now. What a legendary mare this is. I remember going round on the track. Foaled in 1994, sired by Akatanango, another top-class German stallion, out of a dam called Britannia. Borgia raced 22 times, been in the first 3 in 15 of 22 starts, winning 6 of them for €1,553,767. You see there, Borgia, proper roll of honour. German Derby winner as a mare. She also won the Grosser Price von Baden, and she also won the Group 1 Hong Kong Vase. 2nd in the Breeders' Cup Turf, 3rd in the Arc. Globe-trotting mare. One of the great German mares of the 20th century. The first filly in 42 years to win the German Derby. Champion 3-year-old filly in Germany, and champion older female in England and France. Sadly euthanised in 2012 due to complications from Colic. I mean, even the fourth dam of the horse, Britannia, was a classic winner. The fourth dam, Britannia, foaled in 1985, sired by Tarim, a sire I'm not really familiar with, I must admit, out of a dam called Bonner, who herself was foaled in 1978. You'll see there that Britannia finished in the first 3 in 10 of her 18 starts, winning 5 of them, winning €154,588. She won 3 pattern races. She won the Group 2 German St Leger in 1988, and she also won 2 Group 3 races, the Oleander Rennen and the Deutsche Stutenpreis. She couldn't get that elusive Group 1 place, but she was placed also in the Price de Diana, the German Oaks, of 1988. She was the champion 3-year-old in filly in Germany also in 1988 and Broodmare of the Year in Germany in 1997. There's other horses going round as well as Borgia. We'll see Boreal. Boreal has to be worth a mention. The 1998 foaled Boreal, sired by Java Gold. Another stallion I'm not too familiar with. Out of Britannia, Boreal was placed in the first 3 in 9 of his 14 starts, winning 3 of them for $972,480. You'll see there that Boreal won the Coronation Cup in the UK, and he also won the German Derby of 2001. Second in other Group 1 races as well. You'll see there, placed in the UAE in the Shima Classic. Very good horse, Boreal was in his day. And there's another classic winner as well. The second dam of this horse is Britannia. Burma Gold won 2 of his 12 starts in the first 3 in 6 of 12, €82,500. This horse won the 2010 Group 3 Italian St Leger, and he was also placed in the German equivalent in 2010 as well. A short spell at stud in 2013 in Germany. I couldn't find any record on Aryan pedigrees of how successful the horse was, unfortunately. Interesting horse, this Forest Fairy. We'll take a quick look now at the thoroughbred historical line. You'll see there that we've got our own little section here straight away. There's an Austrian Derby winner as well, which I neglected to open. You'll see there Britannia, Borgia, Burma Gold and Boreal all on this section, going back to 1943 with the dam Biology. You'll see there's not really that much very closely related to the horse. French Derby winner, hard to beat, of 1972. Is quite a distant relative of the horse, as well as the British Thousand Guineas winner of 1977, Mrs. McCarty. There's not really a lot, but I do feel I've tried this line once before with this horse, with this dam Borgia. Lift Off. I think this was a Classic Watch 2023 possible. Lift Off, sired by New Bay, who I think is a similar sire to Woolgeist, very well bred on the dam side, both New Bay and Woolgeist. Borgia's best was out of Borgia, so Borgia was the second dam of Lift Off. I'm not so sure this horse was campaigned. I didn't like the third run of it. I actually identified it when it won second time out, and then they ran it in the same grade in a 3-runner novice stakes really. It only allowed to improve by 2, despite winning by 2 3/4 lengths to 90. It then was 5th behind Blue Rose Sen over a mile in the 2022 Prix du Mal, and then it fell. It fell, went up to 10 furlongs for the first time in the Zetland Stakes, a race I did win with another Classic Watch 2023 possible, Flying Honours. But Lift Off, a fall on the flat. She was a big looking filly. I remember going round, and she was then given 250 days off, and then she only beat 5 horses home in 2 French listed races. So you have to say that Lift Off really fell short. People have to say, but that's not put me off. Definitely not put me off. This horse, Forest Fairy. I'm looking to try new stallions all the time, which I know are well bred on the dam side. I followed no end of Worth Talbers over the years. There's Mars Marvels already at stud, isn't there? Mars Marvel will be very closely related to Woolgeist. And I'm sure there's many others as well. Wolfad as well is one. I don't think that's got any foals on the ground yet, though. Sprinter, that won the Hackwood, a German sprinter. But Forest Fairy, I do think until proven otherwise, it's good to learn about the Stallion Woolgeist and what he's capable of. And this, to me, this would be the best one I've seen so far out of very limited runners. It's a trial winner. I was so pleased when it won that day because, the price I thought was very fair on the day, rather like it is now. And I do think this horse has got plenty of potential if people look at horses like Borgia and Boreal. Who knows how good this horse will be at this stage. And that, to me, is what it's all about, being able to try and predict what horses are going to do. Some people can find themselves becoming quite reactionary. You know, they look at the form, they look at what the horse has done and then go from there. Me, I've always been trying to predict what a horse is capable of before it does it. You know, and I think this horse will prove to be better than what it's shown so far in its 2 starts, based on its pedigree. Is it a classic horse? Time will tell. But now what we can do is we can watch it win the Cheshire Oaks and go from there, I think.
In she goes. Ready. And off and racing for the Weatherby's e-Passport Cheshire Oaks listed contests over just under a mile and a half. Ryan is looking around already. Port Fairy breaking wide there, and he's just seeing where the pace is. Seaward got away to a good start in the pink and green colours, and Ryan looks to tuck in or at least move alongside the early pace setter on Port Fairy, tracked on the outside there by the white-faced filly Beeley in the straw jacket. On the inside is Forest Fairy's red cap, taking a bit of a hold early on is Lasting Love. They're going pretty steady, and Galileo Dame in the light blue jacket, William Buick, picking up a spare ride here, is in last place as they go past the judge with about 4 lengths separating them and just under a circuit left to take now as they move round towards the side of the course now, away from the grandstands. So Seaward taking them along in the hands of Hector Crouch, with Ryan Moore on the outside on Port Fairy. Forest Fairy and Ross Orion is tracking, racing in 3rd place in the red cap. Beeley, who's been well behaved today, she races on the outside in 4th. Kieran Schumark still a bit keen, trying to settle up is Oisin Murphy on Lasting Love, and at the back of the field is Galileo Dame and Will Buick as the runners race across the far side of the racecourse, directly opposite the grandstands now here, as they flash past the 5 furlong marker. So they're well past the halfway stage in this Weatherby's e-Passport Cheshire Oaks. Seaward still cutting it out. Ryan just squeezing along a bit now there on Port Fairy in 2nd as they move with half a mile left to travel. Travelling strongly is Forest Fairy. Beeley is still in 4th place. And then comes Lasting Love, and looking on and now being pushed along by Will Buick is Galileo Dame. 3 furlongs left to cover here, and the orders that remain the same. Seaward the leader. Ryan has been busy for a while now on Port Fairy as they move down towards the final quarter mile in the contest. She is beginning to respond though, draws alongside the leader. Port Fairy now puts her nose just ahead of Seaward. On the outside, here comes Beeley as they race down to the final furlong. Forest Fairy looking for an out in the red cap now, and the gap appears. They're coming up towards the half furlong point here. On the inside is Port Fairy. Forest Fairy charging down the centre of the course. Port Fairy very gamely from Forest Fairy, and it's tight. Forest Fairy bearing down on Port Fairy on the inside. It goes to the judge. Seaward back in 3rd, and never nearer Galileo Dame in 4th.
Very interesting performance there, I feel, from Forest Fairy. You'll say, as the commentator said, she travelled round beautifully in that race, didn't she, for a horse so experienced on only her 2nd start. And Chester's a funny old track. You know, it is what it is, Chester. You know, I think the horse copes with it very well indeed. And then when she came into the straight, it was really just a matter of getting a run, wasn't it? Which is not always the easiest thing to do around Chester. But I do think that once the jockey on the day, Ross Orion, who is down to ride her again in the Oaks tomorrow, if she does run. Once Ross Orion got her out, I thought, well, she picked up well. The favourite was hard to weigh up, wasn't it? Port Fairy. It never really travelled an inch, did it? But it was certainly looked game. But I think people will see if they watch that race again that I do think the best horse did win the race. I thought Forest Fairy travelled well, ran well, picked up well, and it was a good win. How much? The big untangible at this stage is how much this horse is going to improve from that run. You know, it's improved 14 from its second to its third start. You know, how much improvement has this horse got left in it? If it improves by 10 to say 106, I think it's going to fall short. But if it can improve again by 14 to take it to 110-ish, I think it's got an outside chance of getting involved. If it improves by more than that, then it is a definite player in this race. But if people look at them, there's so many horses. It's just all about which one is going to improve the fastest from its next run to from its last run to this run. I really do feel that is the key to this Oaks. There is so many well-bred fillies in it. Right, I'm going to leave this video here now. Forest Fairy, definitely worthy of a video. Woolgeist, very interesting stallion. I was hoping to pick some Woolgeists up this year, and it's nice to have only been able to pick one up at this stage. But one is better than none. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. What I'll do is I'll leave a playlist to all the Classic Watch 2024 possibles at the top of the video so people can watch the playlist if they so decide to. And I will also leave an opportunity for people to subscribe to the channel if they so wish. That way they won't miss any other horses or updates from anything else that I'm looking at. Will they? They can make sure they catch every video without missing any. But for now, Oaks tomorrow, Derby Saturday, French Derby Sunday. What a fantastic weekend ahead. We've look to have Diego Velasquez and Ghostwriter flying the Classic Watch 2024 flag in France. The Derby, well, plenty of interest there. And the Oaks also. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy your evening. Look after yourself, everybody. And take care. Goodbye.